are forever.
Happy Monday morning, everyone. I'm Melissa, and today we are packaging 8 eBay items that sold over the weekend, and one item that I'm shipping back to a friend. She had come down with her children and stayed at one of my friend's condos this past week, and her children had gifted me a package that they had been collecting. One of her daughters and I are pen pals, and so instead of sending them to me, she thought she would just bring them down since we saw each other in person. At the end of that box, just kind of in the corner, were a pair of Kate Spade reading glasses, and they all know I sell on eBay. So I thanked her for everything, and I said, thank you so much for the Kate Spade glasses. Were these intended to sell, or is somebody missing their glasses? Because knowing them, somebody could be missing their glasses. And sure enough, the mom, my friend, said, yeah, I've lost my glasses a couple months ago, so can you send those back to me? So the ninth package is just a pair of glasses that I'm sending back to my friend. We have logged into eBay, and the first item I'm going to ship are a pair of men's flip-flops. Is that what they call them? Sandals. Sandals, I guess. Here they are. Pair of Puma sandals. I can't remember where I found these. I'm pretty sure it was on a glitch site, and I'll have the person I follow for Amazon glitches on the screen. I've been following them for a couple years, and I'm pretty sure that's where these came from. I meant to buy them for my husband, but he's not doing them. So brand new, he didn't like them at all. Dwayne purchased these for $14.44. And I think I paid about $4 for them last year. So these have been sitting for a while. And he spent $17.25 on shipping, as he is in Canada. So I do ship international mail. And all I have to do for that is turn on my regular printer, because my Dymo 450 Turbo will not print international labels. So let's do some packaging, and then I'll turn on my printer because it's quite loud. I'm going to pan you down and we'll go. I think that's good. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is put this in plastic. This is cardboard. So even though I could ship it just like this, I'm going to protect this box. They paid a lot of money, and I want to get it there in one piece and not just like wet cardboard. I think I'll have to put 2 of these together. These are the 12 by 15 plastic bags. And I do have plans on buying some earth-friendly bags and poly nailers, but honestly, I have so many supplies, it just seems wasteful to buy those right now. I'm going to use up what I have. So it won't fit this way, so I'm going to put a second bag on and then tape it around. I'm going to put a piece of tape all around here just to protect it so water doesn't get down in between the bags. And I am sitting here, it is gorgeous here today. My husband has off, and one of our thoughts is to go to the beach today, so we'll see how my body does with that. It is 82. My mom said yesterday in Pennsylvania it was over 100 degrees, and here it was like mid 80s. So weird. And I have purchased this tape with my eBay shipping coupon. I have a basic eBay store, and they give you, I think it's $25 every quarter to use on eBay supplies. And I picked up this aqua tape months and months ago. I think I have 3 or 4 rolls left, and they don't sell it anymore. So once it's gone, I'm gonna be very bummed. eBay, get some aqua tape. Okay. So there we go, all wrapped up. I'm gonna put a piece of tissue paper down and put some raffia on top. Some raffia. This tissue paper is Jilson Roberts from Amazon, and it was 240 sheets. And this is a really nice quality tissue paper, and I think it was $34.99. And you absolutely do not have to wrap your items like this. I love doing it. I love it. For package toppers today, we still have a ton of these gorgeous flowers with alligator clips that Annette made me. They're so pretty. There's so many different pastels, but I don't think Dwayne would appreciate that, so we'll give him something else. I'll get my bag of goodies out here. I think a feather bookmark would be appropriate. Just a nice aqua blue bookmark. And business cards. And my business cards say, "You are enough. You are so enough. It is unbelievable how enough you are." I love that saying. It means a lot to me. It helped me through a really hard time. And I put my store on the back so that way somebody could just display the card and remind them that they are enough. Okay, I'm gonna put this in a poly mailer. I think this one that Ann Eckhart sent me will work perfectly. I really have to find out what size these are because I'm using these a lot and they are terrific. Perfect. Let's give this away. Thank you again for my subscriber who gifted me this wonderful scale. It goes up to 50 pounds and has a hold button on the side. So I can put this down, and if I can't see the display, all I do is hit the hold button on the side. And then I take it off. It is 14 ounces. Is that all it is? We're gonna try that again. Can this be 14 ounces? No, it is not 14 ounces. It is 1 pound 3 ounces. 1 pound 3 ounces. We round up to 2, and 2 is already in there. For Canada, this can go first class international mail. Now, if you're sending it in the US, first class used to mean 14 ounces or 13 ounces, and now it means up to 16 ounces. So again, first class domestic, staying in the United States, Hawaii, Alaska, Puerto Rico, all domestic, would be up to 16 ounces. Anything 16 ounces and over has to go priority. But because this is first class international, that can be up to 4 pounds. So 2 pounds is first class international, and that is $14.76. I'm going to go ahead and purchase and print label. Now here is where I have to little check. It's just an extra little checkbox and purchase. That's really, it looks a little bit different from domestic shipping, but it's just a little checkbox and you're good to go. Okay, so now I have to turn on my printer. One of my subscribers and another YouTube creator that sells on eBay, her name is Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter, I got it right that time, sent me a picture. Look how pretty. She has an aqua Yeti cup, and I sent her a decal with her name. She's one of my subscribers of the subscription boxes, which are $35 shipped every month, and I customize them. So that was so nice. And if you're not following her, she makes amazing videos. She has over 1,000 subscribers, but I'm not sure of why she doesn't have like 10,000. She puts them out regularly. She owns an antique shop. She goes on vacation with her husband. Like what? Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter. So I'll leave that down below. Okay, my printer is ready. I'm gonna go ahead and open label. And here it is, and print. Now I'm printing on sticker paper, so all I have to do is peel off the sticker and put it on the package and sign and date it. So I'll show you how to sign and date an international, but if you're not shipping internationally, at least have your eBay global shipping on. Global shipping, all you have to do is get it to Kentucky and they'll take care of the rest. But if you want to try international shipping, I would say ship to at least Canada I get a good many Canadian sales, and it's really easy to do. You just need a regular printer, or you need a 4x6 printer. I don't have a 4x6 printer. Okay, so here's the label. And there's a place for me to sign right on the bottom and date it. And a little tip, when I date it, I always either spell out the month or abbreviate the month. I never use the digits. So today is July 22nd. It wouldn't really matter, but let's say it's July 8th. Usually in America we do 7/8, 2019, but in other countries sometimes they switch the day and the month. So I always like to spell it out. So July, July, in case you didn't know how to spell that. There we go. And now it has my signature. Sticker paper, love sticker paper. There we go. Thanks, Dwayne. Now I can use this other half of sticker paper if I have another international shipping label. So we will save this. Right there. Okay. Next item. Ship your next item. Okay. Let's do a top. I just listed this top, so I haven't had time to put it in a plastic bag, which we will do. It is by One World, and I used to think this said emerald. And my mom told me it was One World. Too funny. I think they sell this on one of the home shopping channels. It's a very slinky top, so hopefully it will stay folded. I love the graphic print, and it has a very asymmetrical hemline, very flattering. Fold that up and in. There we go. And Tamsen, oh, how pretty that name is, Tamsen. Losing my voice. Love that. I've never heard of that name before. And this is shipping to Pleasant Hill, California. We had a Pleasant Hill in Pennsylvania next to us. Okay, and some raffia. And Tamsen spent $6.99 on the top and $5.49 on shipping. Got this a little big, so we're gonna save that. Not so much with this one. Okay, now this top, let's see what this top had. Can I click into the item? I can. Wanted to see what colors in case we could use one of these. I don't think we can. There's not too many pastels. Well, I guess there's a really light pink. Let me see about pink. This might match. We'll put one of these on. I had asked Annette how long these take to make because they're all hand cut. And then she stitches like a little leaf and then something special in the center. Like, look at this one. It has 1, 2, 3 layers of different fabrics, and then felt on the back with the alligator clip, and then ribbon and a vintage button. She says it takes her just a few minutes. I would be here forever making these. I'd be into it for a while. Okay. So this is going to ship first class now. We need a business card. And there's 3 ways to choose shipping on eBay. Tuck those in. There is a flat rate, which is what basically I do for lighter weight items or items I know can ship in a flat rate padded envelope. Anything that ships in these bubble envelopes that you can order free from the USPS website is $7.33. So if this was heavier, I could just put it in here, and I know that cost in the back of my mind. So a flat rate for first class under £1. I usually put like somewhere between, just had a little landslide of tissue paper. I usually put between $4.50 and $5.50, and I put $5.49 on this. So that's where I calculate the shipping, and I tell the customer what the shipping is. The second option is free shipping, where you would put free shipping but absorb all of the cost. And I use that sometimes, not often. I think for people looking for free shipping, most people know that shipping isn't going to be free for the seller. So if something is $10 with free shipping or $5 with $5 shipping, I don't think anybody really cares at the end of the day if it's going to be the same price. You might get a little bit of a bump in the eBay analytics. So in that case, if you're looking at $5 shipping or $10 free shipping, I'd say it's probably better to do $10 free shipping. But when it comes down to it, I think the buyer doesn't care. So that's the second. And then the third option is calculated shipping. That's when you put the weight into eBay and let them calculate the shipping based on where the buyer is. So I would say my shirt with packaging, pretend this had a poly mailer on it, is 11 ounces. And I would put 11 ounces in while I'm listing the item, and a buyer that's in Hawaii might get a higher shipping charge than somebody next door. And a lot of people do that. It's great, but eBay adds quite a bit onto shipping when they do that. So let's say this costs me, well, let's just figure out what it costs me. It is, well, let me put a poly mailer. I'm getting ahead of myself. So this is a poly mailer. This is a 10 by 13. That one was bigger. I need to figure out the size of that one. I folded it over a little bit so it's nice and safe. The sun is coming right into here. It's so hard to read. There we go. So this is going to be 10.7 ounces, so I round up to 11. So if I had 11 ounces in here, it's going to cost me $4.33. Now where it gets tricky is if I put 11 ounces and the person is in California like Tamsin is, it might charge Tamsin $7. And I don't know where eBay is calculating that, because I wish they would just calculate whatever it is, and then I could add a handling charge if I wanted to do that for the shipping and things. I don't necessarily want to make money on shipping, but if you do, that's absolutely okay. And I know people that make a lot on shipping. They're still selling items. Like I said, at the end of the day, I think it just comes down to if the person wants it or not. And if yours is the only item and you're charging $12 for shipping a small top, they might spend that. So the three options. So the three options again are flat rate shipping, which I'm using for this one, free shipping, or calculated shipping. And eBay lets you decide what you want to do, which is really nice. So let's go ahead and print the label for $4.33, and she paid $5.49. So I did wind up making just over $1. And if that happens, it happens. I tried to not make too much on shipping, but it's fine if it happens. My tissue paper is a little pricey. You do not have to buy high-cost shipping supplies. Honestly, a shirt in a poly mailer would have been fine for most people. And as a buyer, I buy quite a bit online because I don't always get out to the shops because of my health. I don't mind if somebody just sends me something in a poly mailer, as long as the item isn't damaged. But if a shirt gets wet, I just wash it anyway. Thank you so much, Tamsin. Also, I love your name so much, I'm gonna Google what it means. I love different baby names. Tamsin, baby name. Origin of the name Tamsin. It comes from Thomasina, a feminine form of Thomas. Does it say what it means? Or I wonder if it'll just default to Thomas. This name has never been ranked among the top 1,000 names in America. So interesting. So there's not many babies being born that are named Tamsin. I don't know why. And it doesn't give, I'm sure if I looked into what Thomas means. And you can spell it T-A-M-S-E-N or S-I-N. Yeah, and both are forms of Thomas or Thomasina. Love that. Okay, we're moving on. Enough baby names, right? The next item we'll do is a jacket. This jacket I loved. I found it for $1 at a dollar jacket, sweater, coat, something sale at a thrift shop when I walked in. I didn't know, but all the jackets were $1. It's Indigo Moon, which I believe is QVC or used to be. I don't know if they still sell it. It's one of their patchwork jackets. Look how rich all of those fabrics look. Love this. I would love a couch like this, but maybe braider fabrics. So pretty. The buttons are gorgeous. This is quite the heavy jacket. And Anna, another good name, purchased that, and she is in California. 2 in a row to California. Little threads hanging off here. There we go. Oh, I just cleaned my scissor blades with, what is that called? It's orange. It's a liquid. I buy it a lot from Amazon. What is that called? It's a citrus oil. What is this called? Goo Gone. It's called Goo Gone. So I use Goo Gone and I wiped my blades and they're so much better. They get a buildup of that sticky tape residue. Okay. Very chatty today. How did I say I was going to ship this? Anna paid $4.65 for the jacket. I think this was my last jacket from that sale. Maybe not. I think I have one more. And for shipping, she paid $14.20. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this in a flat rate. I think I'm going to put this in a regional A box. I think that's what we're going to do. So first thing, keeping in mind I'm going to use the squat regional A box, I want to make sure I fold it appropriately. This really might fit in a flat rate padded mailer, but it would really be squished. And once I put tissue paper on, I really don't like to squish items. Especially if they paid $14 for shipping. Okay, I'm gonna pause and go get a box. I'm back. It is now almost 11 o'clock. My mom called and needed some help, so did that, and I grabbed some regional A boxes. So here are the two styles of regional A. They're different sizes, but they ship at the same price. So there's what I'm calling the squat box, and we have landscapers outside, I'm sorry. Let's put you here. And there is the thin box. So both of these say regional rate box A. So there are the two different options. So for this jacket, I'm going to use the squat box. So let's tape up the bottom. I have to get back in my shipping mode. There's the jacket. So I'll have to wrap this with tissue, but you can see how nicely that fits. Philadelphia. Now this was all jewel tone, so I don't think any of the little flowers are gonna work. So we'll come up with another option. What is this person's name? Anna. So I don't have any A's. So I think we'll do a headband, or let's make an elastic. So we'll get the dark color out. And this is how I make hair ties. I buy elastic on Amazon. And I cut one about 12 inches. There's usually a good side and a bad side. So we'll put the bad sides together so the good sides are out. And then I simply knot the two together. So I'm rolling the two around my fingers and bringing it up so it crosses, and then just pulling the ends through the knot. And I'm making sure it's about, how long is that? Maybe 4 inches. So that way somebody can easily put it on their wrist. You don't want it too big or too short. And then give it a good pull. Now I trim the ends. And you can be done at this point, but the professionals, which I'm not, if I take a lighter and just burn a little bit of the end, because this is such a large spandex content in the material, it kind of burns together, and I've never caught any on fire, so it's fairly safe to do. And then I just wrap it around a business card, and there we go. We'll tape this and then print off the label. I almost always tape in my bedroom if my husband is sleeping, just because tape is so noisy. Okay. And I've mentioned this before in recent videos, but I like to leave the part that says Regional A out. I don't tape over that. And all that is sometimes there's photographing when it's on the conveyor belt at the USPS. Believe it or not, they take pictures, and then if you didn't pay enough, they can send you a bill through your email. So crazy. Okay. So we are going to go to Carrier Packaging, flat rate, all services, and here is Regional A. It is $10.87. So if I put this in a regular box, let's weigh this before I just say things. This is almost exactly 2 pounds. It's 1 pound, 14.1 ounces, so it rounds up to 2. If I were to put this in a regular box, it would have been $10.54. In a Regional A box, it is $10.87, so a little bit pricier, but I'm good to go. I have the box on hand. Purchase and print. And open label and print. We're back to my demo. Oh, and I put the rest of my packages outside because it is almost 11 o'clock and my mail carrier usually comes very early in the morning, except for Mondays. Mondays I can get away with sleeping in a little bit if my body needs to. Thank you, Anna. But he might be here soon, so I wanted to get some packages out that needed printed. Ship next package. Now we have some stockings. I have 3 lots of stockings going to 3 different people. So let's get those together. The first lot, and Jason sent me all of these stockings. Thank you so much, Jason. Recently, I've had my used stockings on eBay pulled without reason, and it looks like I can still list them, but I don't want to get in trouble, so I've just been selling new stockings at this point. We'll see what I do about that in the future. I might sell the used stockings which I know are going to a foot fetish market. I realize that. I'm accepting of that. I'm still making money. I might sell this on Mercari and see if I can do that on Mercari. So this lot went for $4.99 plus shipping. These are headed to John in Illinois. I always forget how to say that. I think somebody said you pronounce the S. Illinois. And again, he spent $4.99 and $5.50 on shipping. And a little bit of raffia. This is like never-ending raffia here, 1,000 yards. I used to have like 1,000 items in my store, and since my health has changed and it has gotten better, but it's still not perfect, I have closer to about 100, and raffia is just lasting me a lot longer. Okay, business card, and look how nice that matches. Give this away. I'm hoping it's under a pound. It is. It's 13.1 ounces, so I round up to 14 ounces. Update. I'm getting hungry. I need to go get food. Bear needs to go get food. My husband does most of the shopping. I have raw spinach left. I think I probably have some pre-made grilled chicken that I keep frozen. But I'm out of all fruit, and fruit is like 90% of my diet. So I finished up my cherries late last night. Okay, so first class mail for me in Florida to John in Illinois, pronouncing the S, is $5.12, and he paid $5.50. Purchase and print label. And open. And print, and print. A lot of prints. Thank you, John. Next one, I've got 4 left. Another lot of stockings. This one is going to Ronnie. These are a lot of silks size A. And okay. 6. Okay. So again, these were from Jason, thank you, and they sold for $5.99 plus $4.50 shipping, and they're headed to Virginia Beach. Let's put them in some plastic. And we're gonna do the same thing we did with the last one. I've had all these stockings listed, I've had all of these stockings listed for months, and then within the same day, 3 lots sold to 3 different people. So I don't know what that's about, but suddenly everybody needs stockings. And the last set were queen size, and these are the smallest size, size A, so I have no idea. Okay, and business card. Holly mailer. I'm gonna guess the weight is about the same. Let's give these away. 14.2, so we round up to 15. And my cost is $5.12, and they paid $4.50. So this one I lost a little bit, but other ones I made a little bit, so we're good. Okay, and purchase and print. Open label. And print. And print. Thank you, Bronny. Next lot of stockings. These are a bunch of different stockings. So I need to pull up the picture. And there's 6 in this lot as well. Oh, including the Victoria's Secret. I didn't pull those, so I have to go pull those. Okay. We have the Victoria's Secret. We have the Hanes, we have the Silks, we have Control Top, we have Secret, we have Wonder Woman. Okay, here is the lot. These were all C and D sizes in the full length and about the same color, kind of that beige color. And, oh, 1 pair of black. Oh, these are footlets. I don't know. I lotted them all together and they sold for $4.99 and $4.50 for shipping. And they are headed to Ron in Florida. Same thing, you get it. Same raffia. These feel lighter to me. We'll see. Fun little game I play with myself. Business card. Holly mailer. I guess these are 13 ounces. 11.7, so these go to 12 ounces, rounding up to the nearest ounce for first class mail. And my cost is $3.82 and Ron paid $4.50. So this one, because it was in state, it's a little bit cheaper than out of state. I think once I print this, I'm gonna have to go eat. The stomach is not having it. Print. How many items do I have left? I think 2, and I think they can both be shipped tomorrow if I miss them all. Thanks, Ron. So we'll put all of those outside, and yes, both of the items, the last 2 items, can be sent tomorrow if I need it. I have a 2-day handling fee. I'll try to send them today though, but definitely need food, so pause for food. Okay, I am back. I had a soft pretzel. It was delicious. I really need to finish up the spinach though. Somebody do that for me. Okay, we have a set of sheets that came from Walmart on clearance, and I couldn't tell you how much I paid for them. I'd have to look at receipts, but they sold for $19.49 and shipping was $10.50. And I did put that this little bag on the outside might have dust or dirt marks, just in case. This one seems to be in pretty good shape, but you never know after shipping. So I'm gonna put this in some plastic, and I think I'll probably do a poly mailer. We'll see what the shipping prices are. Okay, so this is not going to fit the plastic bag. So here's how I remedy that. I take scissors and cut it down one side, and then we grab a second bag and do the same thing, just down one side, and then I put the openings, the parts I just cut, inside each other, and that way I can tape those together and kind of make a custom bag. So grab some tape. And this almost fit in this bag, so when I'm taping it, I don't have to make it double the size, just adding a little bit. Okay, flip it over to the other side. be awake soon, and then we will decide what we want to do with today. So the options are, and I'm feeling pretty good, so and I've only had one set of pills today, which is amazing. I'm doing so much better than I have been doing, and I'm sure that's just from allowing my body to rest a little bit. My mom was here for 2 weeks, and then we had friends here, and even though we only met up with them a couple times, I put all of my energy into those few times. So we went to the beach with them for a couple hours, and then we took them out to eat for ice cream. They left Saturday, so I want to say Friday night we did that? Not sure. And when we went to Cold Stone Creamery, and I had a few gummy bears. They were delicious. And they gave them to me for free, which was so sweet. Okay, so now that I have kind of the 2 bags together, the seal is where it becomes a little bit tricky because it's not going to create a perfect seal. So what I'm going to do is tape the seal as well. We want to try to get it airproof, or like all the air in it. So if this landed up in a puddle, no water would get inside and ruin the sheets, or at least get the sheets dirty. So I left the tape a good bit sticky, and that way I can just fold it over the seal. There we go. I know in Pennsylvania we wound up with some wet items just as a buyer, and I never really, well, that's false. I have let somebody know, and it was thread up. I ordered a whole bunch of thread up Coach purses, I don't know, a year ago, and the way the rain comes in here at Florida, and it happened in Pennsylvania too, but our porch was much deeper, and the overhang went out quite a bit more. But here in Florida, we live in a flood zone because of how close we are to the beach, and we're only a few feet above sea level. And then when it rains here in Florida, it rains hard in the summer. I love that. It only happens like every evening for maybe 15 minutes, an hour. But the way the rain comes in, we just have water. They have flood issues. So if this really was to be put in a puddle on somebody's front porch or whatever, I just want to protect it as much as I can. So I think we're good. Because this is sheets and nothing that could break, I feel like a poly mailer is the way to go. But this is 5 pounds. It's 4 pounds, 15.7 ounces. So this is heavy. This might have to go in a flat rate box. I don't think it'll fit in a regional A. It'd have to be a regional B or a medium flat rate. But let's put, with any kind of packaging, it's going to be over 5 pounds. Let's do 5 pounds, and let's do 6 pounds. This is going to Deborah in South Carolina. I'm so glad it's South Carolina. This is going to Hawaii or something, the shipping would be crazy. But because it's just, I mean, above Florida you have Georgia and then South Carolina, so it's 2 states away. So if I put it in my own packaging at 5 pounds, it's only $8.85. If I put it 6 pounds, it's $8.95. So let's put it in a large poly mailer and reweigh it. And regional B, again, it's only going to South Carolina. I'm not sure I have a regional B box. I ordered some yesterday, but that would be $9.12. And normally I would do that. I'm not sure this would fit in a regional B, and I don't have any of those. So I know I have to put tissue paper on, but I'm going to use, I think this is a 19 by 24 poly mailer. And these cost about 8 cents when I buy them in lots of 1,000. Get a little bit of washi tape somebody sent me. gonna need a big piece of raffia this time. And this was pink, so I'm going to include a pink flower. They can put it like on a pillow or decor, I don't know, but it's adorable. And business card. It's almost too heavy for me to hold. And now we want to make this bag as small as possible. Okay, we want to make the bag as small as possible so the measurements are as small as possible. So I'm really going to fold this over. Okay, so now let's measure this and reweigh it. The measurements are 9 by 10 by 5, and I round up for the measurements, so it won't matter which order I put them. By 5, and I'm gonna guess this is 6 pounds. Come on. So 5 pounds, 2.1 ounces, so round up to 6. And that is $8.95. I want to see at what point, let's say 15 by 10. Oh, that wouldn't have put it up either. I know eBay and the USPS has changed the dimensions a little bit. Okay, so let's say this was 15 by 15 by 15. It would have been $22. So at some point it does go up. Let's do 12 by 12 by 12. That's still $8, but it was 9 by 10 by 5. So make sure you put in accurate measurements, especially if it's a bigger item. Purchase and print. I think I have one more item after this, and then my friend's glasses, which I will have to put in a box. Okay, print and print. So the options for today are the beach. I always feel like the beach is a great option because we're going to run out of heat eventually here in September, October, where we won't be able to go to the beach and swim. But I feel when I feel this good that I should get something accomplished. So we might go to the bins. We went to the bins Saturday and we picked up only $3 worth of things. And a little bit of that was, I think like $2 was some kind of oriental urn. I'll insert a picture. I had no idea. I was the first person to that bin. I didn't know if it's worth anything. There's some kind of oriental, I know that's not a language, whether it be Mandarin or Japanese language, Asian, that's the word I should have used, Asian language on the bottom. I don't know. Thanks, Deborah. Okay, last item just sold late last night and I have to go pull it. It is a pair of turquoise cropped pants, and I know the person this is going to, so hello, Melissa. Here they are. I almost kept these. I just didn't need another pair of cropped pants. They are by the brand BCG. They came in that mystery box, and the mystery box was honestly just awful, but I did salvage a few pieces, and these were in that salvageable lot. So I just listed these and they sold for $3. And the shipping is $4.99. Not a big profit, but I paid $85 or $80 for a box of 75 pieces, 100 pieces, I forget. But honestly, the box was just terrible. And I told the people that, and I got 2 boxes, and I didn't mention a refund. I just let them know, and they didn't refund me. If I had to do that over, I would have probably filed, but I pulled about 20 pieces out and we donated the rest to the local homeless shelter. But these were in great shape. They look brand new. Okay. There we go. Another thing my husband and I have on our list of options for today is to take out all of my unlisted inventory, and I have about 1.5 bins, so it's not a lot. I don't usually have a ton of, what do they call that, dead pile? Death pile? Is that what it's called? Unlisted inventory. And he would steam. It's too much for me to hold up my shoulder like that and really keep going like that over and over. So he does the steaming and I would photograph. I can usually do photograph, or he helps me sometimes with photographs, so that's pretty cool. And I know she loves aqua, so we'll put that on top. And a business card. So that's an option too. And I don't know which one of those we're gonna do. If I had to guess, I'm gonna say he hasn't been to the beach a lot. I was with my mom, we went to the beach, I think 3 times. I almost said thrice. Does anybody use the word thrice anymore? It was cloudy every time too. But he was working, so he didn't come. Okay, 8.9. So we are at 9 ounces rounded up. Update. And it is $4.06 is my cost, and she paid $4.99. Purchase and print. And this is the last eBay item. And I don't know if the mail came. I know we had an Amazon drop off. And print. And print. I'll have to leave feedback, but I think that's it. Yes. Thank you, Melissa. Okay, that was the last of eBay. I am going to work on getting my friend's glasses, which I've cleaned, shipped, and then we're gonna call it a day. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. As always, feel free to leave comments below. Bye. There's my mailman. Happy Wednesday morning, everyone. It is Wednesday at 8:26 a.m. and I have 4 eBay packages. I have my friend's glasses, I have a return, I have a package for the Real, and I sold something through YouTube. So I've got a bunch of packages to do this morning. Bear has off and we will be filming our Goodwill bins haul that happened 2 days ago today. And I can't wait to hear how his night was. He sang with the Clam Jam band, and if you didn't know, he's been singing with them a few months now, every Tuesday night. It is a very unique experience. A seafood dive bar has in like 3 or 4 guys every single week on Tuesdays, every week. And then people rotate in and out, and they come from all over the world. I mean, there's people that have played with Ray Charles and Eric Clapton, and actually the core 2 guys are on tour right now. So there was somebody else kind of leading, and Bare always goes up and sings. So can't wait to hear that, how that went. The first item is a Banana Republic men's sweater. This sold surprisingly quickly, and I took a best offer. I think I had it for either $12.99 or $14.99. I'm not sure how to check that. And either I sent an offer or they sent an offer, couldn't tell you, of $8. Oh, $14.99 is what I had it listed for. And I took a best offer of $8. It sold within a day or 2. I'm fine with the $8. And they paid $7.99 for shipping. And that will be priority mail. And this is headed to Roland in Indiana. So let's get that and put it in a plastic bag. And Eckhart had sent me this in a huge box that I had no idea that it was coming. So I have that video up. maybe last month, and I've been selling as much as I could list. I still have a few things. Bare steamed on Monday night. And let's get a lint roller out. I put this, stupidly, next to a white sweater with like eyelash trim. When I fold my clothes, I put them on the table, and then I usually store them in plastic. But this one sold so quickly that I didn't get it into plastic yet. That's been happening lately because my mom was here, and then we had friends down for a week. And my husband's sister is coming down in about 2 weeks. He grew up an only child, did not know he had a sister until his father passed away. And we found some kind of like document, I'm sure we still have it, or you know what, we probably gave it to his sister, his half-sister. A document that said his father had a child. I think his father was 15, and then his dad was 34. Could that be something like that? They're a good many years apart, and he didn't know his sister until somebody contacted us on Facebook. And I couldn't remember if that was after or before the DNA test he took, but yeah, that was. And she came down with some of her family right after we moved to Florida. So maybe it was before the DNA test. And they're coming again. They're renting a huge house on Anna Maria Island, or Holmes Beach. And it's a 7-mile island. We live a little bit from the island, just a few miles. And they are staying for either a week or 2 weeks. I can't remember all the details. August 8th, I think they're here. So that'll be good to see them again. They live in Georgia full time. And they have grandchildren now. And I think they're bringing, I can't remember if it's an 8-bedroom and they're bringing 9 people or vice versa. Something like that. But we haven't seen them for about 2 years. Okay, we are all delinted. And we'll put this in a plastic bag. We're pushing out all the air. Push it out, push it out. It's my exercise for the day. And a piece of tissue paper. You know what? He's a man, and I'm sure he loves butterflies. Who won't? You know what? He's a man, and I'm sure he loves butterflies, but I think I have a solid aqua piece of tissue paper here, so I'm gonna grab that. There we go. Aqua ribbon. Oh, that's a really pretty contrast. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on camera, but in person, it's just like a few shades different. It's pretty. This is going to fit in a flat rate padded envelope, which will be $7.33. And I have a bag of goodies. Take out those and business cards. Running out of space on this giant desk. I will put in a "You Are Enough" wooden sign. And then my business card. We have a flat rate padded envelope. Padded flat rate envelope. I always get those words confused. Put that in there. Plenty of room. Now, because this is a flat rate envelope, I don't have to weigh it. Anything up to 70 pounds can ship for the $7.33. And somebody told me there's a little go back to classic label printing option because eBay changed their label page. So I am going to do that. It is in the upper right hand corner, and voila. Voila? How do you pronounce that word? Voila. I don't know. It's changed back. Love that. And let's pick the, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 option. The 7th option is padded flat rate envelope, $7.33. And like I said, Ronald paid $7.99 for shipping, so made a little bit. Purchase postage. And I have my printer set up to go to the Dymo, which will use the Dymo for everything except the YouTube top and the item that's getting returned. Next item. I think all of these items had to be shipped out today. Am I saying that right? Let's see. I have a 2-day handling time, and I wasn't like feeling my best yesterday. It wasn't a horrible day, but I think all these, oh, just 2 more need shipped today, but I'm gonna ship them all. Okay, so this dress is probably, no, that's not true. It's probably the clothing item that I've had the longest. I've had this since last summer, so it's been almost a full year if it hasn't been a full year. I think I turned it inside out and then right side. Yes, here it is. I want to say I paid $10 for this. I think it was a $20 and then half off. I could have paid the whole $20. It sold for $74.96 plus priority shipping, which is $8. It is a vintage Betsey Johnson dress that originally was $235. Here's Betsey. She was just on, well, I mean, it was like seasons old, but I just saw it last night, right after the dress sold on Monday. And I saw her on Project Runway Season 8 on Hulu. And she still looks really good, or at least she did then. I love Betsey Johnson. I just love how unique she is. And she's quirky, and I'm sure a lot of people, I don't know what she's about past her look of quirkiness and being unique, but gorgeous dresses. So let's say this took a year to sell, and let's say I paid 10 cents a month. It would have been included in my eBay store option to have this listed, but let's say 10 cents a month. So let's even say $2. And then I pay taxes, of course, and eBay fees and PayPal fees. I still might have made, I don't know, between $20 and $40. I'm not gonna figure it out. And this absolutely could have shipped first class mail because it weighs almost nothing. But I wanted the priority option for insurance. So if this gets damaged, because it is such a delicate silk, and that's why I put it in plastic, because if it came in contact with any kind of humidity, moisture, water, snow, hopefully not in July snow, I wanted the insurance. So yay, priority mail having free insurance. Aqua ribbon. I should pull out my rolls of ribbon people have sent me. I just added a few more to my wheelchair. I tie little bits of ribbon onto where I can like feel it with my hands. I've lost sensitivity in my hands, but it's not terrible. It's actually helped, and I've lost a lot of sensitivity in my toes. But anytime something goes permanently numb, it just feels better than pain, so not complaining. But I tied some onto my wheelchair because I've had ribbon sent. And Bear and I have 2 packages to open today. One from MJ, and she sent us a package, I want to say like 2 weeks ago, and we just haven't gotten to it. So today's the day. And this is going to Vicky. This sounds like an expensive address. Vicky, I'm Googling your address. I bet you this is like a hotel address. Come on. This is an expensive address. It does look like it's in an apartment building, a really nice apartment building in New Jersey, right on the water. Looks beautiful. At least other places around her look beautiful. Oh no, this is hers. Huh. Okay, that's all the snooping I'm gonna do. Look how tiny that is. So fun. So first class mail, I don't think, please correct me if I'm wrong, has insurance. And for the $7.33, I'm going back to classic label. Why do I have to do that every time, eBay? Stop changing things. She paid $8 for shipping and my cost is $7.33 because it fit in here. And when I'm shipping very tiny items like paperwork I need tracked, I always put something extra in, even if it's just a plastic bag full of air or a rolled up piece of tissue paper, because you need to make it over a quarter of an inch. So I always try to just stick in my head it needs to be an inch. But this is definitely over that quarter inch. Thank you, Vicky. I'm sure you're gonna look gorgeous in this vintage dress. Okay, next item is another dress. Oh, another one I took out of the bags. I love this dress. I tried this on. It's Eliza J. Originally $148. I sold it for $10. It's part of the Indo trading box. And I probably have about, I don't know, 5 or 10 more pieces that are listed. It's a very bouncy scuba material. And if I thought I had anywhere to wear this in my life, I probably would have kept this dress. It was a size 6, which is definitely smaller than I am, but because of the material, I don't want to crush the bows. There's 2 giant bows, one on each shoulder. I would have kept it, but I'll just buy another one if I ever get invited to something. Okay, so this is shipping. They paid $7.99 to Jose in Boston. These bows are so big. I'm gonna have to fold this like exactly the right way not to crush these bows. I'm sure the scuba material won't hold up very well when it comes to wrinkles because it already has some wrinkles in it. I think that'll do it. I need to fold it to get it into the flat rate envelope. Yeah, that's probably how I had it folded. Okay, so again, they paid $10. I'm sure it was the best offer. When did I get those Indo trading boxes? The first box I made, actually I could probably tell you what I made. I have it written down because that's how I do things. Okay, the first Indo trading box I paid $700 for 100 pieces of clothing. I think 100 pieces of clothing. They sent me 126. I still had at this point all but 10 sold. I bet you it's closer to 5 now, and I haven't kept track past that, but I sold 1202, so I made 500. So I didn't make a lot. The video made some money, and then they upped the price to same exact 100 pieces, but they sent me a lesser number of 100. It was like 105 or 107, and I paid 1,040. And that one I had just broken even, and I had about 7 pieces left. So yeah, wasn't as thrilled. I mean, it was so thrilling opening a huge box of brand new items, but not as thrilled with them as that first box. The first box for $700 I thought was a good value. But then a week later they upped their prices over $300, and that just didn't seem, I mean, of course they could do anything they want, but Didn't love that. I'm sure I could have gotten more for the pieces too, but it's much easier for me to just sell them from a YouTube video. Like when Bear and I do, my husband and I do the bins haul later, and I just hold up things. If somebody wants to give me $10 for something, or I know it could sell for $20, $25 on eBay, but I'd have to wash it and steam it and photograph it and edit the photographs and list it and do the measurements. It's just a lot more work, and I'm not that great. Still much better than I was when I was in a reclining wheelchair, but yeah, not that great. Okay, where am I going with this? Go back to classic label. We are going to use the same. This is going to be a very boring video. I think it's going to fit in there. Okay, this will fit in here. But let's measure it and make sure it's going to be worth it. Oh, 1 pound, 0.1 ounces. So by the time I put it in something, it's going to round up to 2 pounds. So let's see, Massachusetts, did I say that? So if I don't put it in this, then I just put it in any kind of poly mailer, like something like this, or a box, and it's under 2 pounds, rounded up to 2. The shipping is $9.41. So this saves me over $2. So we're going to put it in here. I don't think it'll be that bad. I am going to cut a little hole at the back end of this, and that way as we push the package in, all the air will escape. Hopefully, that's the plan from the back end. Somebody said they sit on packages. I thought that's hysterical. I don't think I've ever done that, but I am like using everything I got. I guess not everything if I'm not sitting on it. It'll go in. It'll do it. Okay. We got it. Plenty of space. I'm going to print out 2 blank dymos. My Dymo 450 just has a button on the front end. I can just push and it feeds out a blank sticker. Cover the hole and cover the flap. And print $7.33. And again, Jose paid, it disappeared. Did I say $7.99 for shipping? Whatever it was. It's a little cloudy out. I know it poured this morning because I have yet to sleep. Sometimes my sleeping pills do really well. Sometimes my body's like, nope, we're not sleeping tonight. That's fine, I'll sleep some other time. Thank you, Jose. Last eBay package, another item Anne sent me. Okay, this is beautiful. There is some issues. It is Marc Jacobs. I think it's still very wearable. There's no sense. Somebody wanted to know, and I made Bear smell it too. I smell a little bit of leather, but past that, look at the leather, how gorgeous this is. Yeah, I don't smell anything. So good. And I had it listed for $20 because there was another one on for about that same price, which is in a little bit of a better condition. And somebody offered me somebody offered me $11.99, so that's what I sold it for, plus $8 shipping. Denise is in Florida, so because this is going in state, I don't have to put this in the flat rate, and I'll show you why in a second. So I don't have to like origami this back into that. So I'm just going to do one of those. Did I write that last one in tissue paper? I think I did, right? You should see the eBay room right now. There are steamed all of the clothing, so there's just clothing hanging from like every surface. And then I wash everything we got at the bins yesterday, really last night when I was up. And I bleached a Harley-Davidson T-Shirt. I think it came out really good. I didn't necessarily want to bleach it or tie-dye it. I should be quiet while I'm rolling that. I didn't have the thought in mind to bleach the Harley-Davidson T-Shirt until it came out from the wash with a few like whitish weird stains. And they weren't like in a good place. They were just like a random splotch. I don't think somebody else had accidentally bleached it, but I couldn't get out the stains. And we got it from the bin, so it was worth taking a chance, and it came out really cool. I'm gonna wash it again with whatever load we do next, because I washed it now twice, but it still faintly smells like bleach. Okay, so Denise is in Florida, and I know I have to add some kind of packaging to this. So this is 1 pound, 10.3 ounces, so rounds up to 2 pounds. Now, because she lives in state, or if she would live really close to me, even a state or two over, it makes sense to put this in any kind of packaging and send it priority mail. It would be $7.20, and in this kind of bag, it's $7.33. So by using my own packaging for this, I save a little bit, 13 cents, but more importantly, I don't have to stuff it in that bag. So we are going to use a 12 by 15 poly mailer. There we go. No stuffing necessary. And update. And purchase and print. And this will be my last eBay item, which is good because my postal carrier usually comes closer to the 9 o'clock point, except for Mondays. So today's Wednesday. I thought most of yesterday until about 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Of course, that's what PM means. I thought it was Friday. It was Tuesday. I really thought it was Friday. Bear's like, no, it's Tuesday. Oh, it's Tuesday. I have no doctor's appointments this week. That is so rare for me. Thank you, Denise. I do have to go for blood work and some other testing, but that just has to be done by the second week of August, I think. So don't have to do that even. And I don't mind blood work at all. I've been stuck so many times. Blood work just feels like nothing. My lidocaine injections, the needle is way bigger, and it's being stuck into a nerve. I'm leaving positive feedback, but I'm always so thankful for that lidocaine injection set. They do more than one, just so that whole area numbs up. Okay. Lots and lots. Oh, I even have some items from the other day. Well, that's weird. I thought I left feedback for those. Okay, last one. Wonderful buyer. Thank you so much. Super fast payment. And now I'm going to go to PayPal and ship a shirt to one of my subscribers that found the shirt on a YouTube video. I think this was, I can't tell what video this was. This was in the last month though, because I didn't have this packaged. It is Vintage America, extra large. Loves this print, the style. It smells good. I washed it. It smells like Tide. Okay. Here we go, Susan. And if I listed this on eBay, like I said, I might have gotten a little bit more. It was $10 with shipping. So I'm going to ship it first class mail. But I didn't have to photograph it. I didn't have to steam it. I did wash it, but Just easy peasy. Bare made some laundry soap a couple weeks ago, but we still had laundry soap on hand, so I've been using regular Tide, which might have been buy one get one free at Publix. Publix is the grocery store we mostly shop at. I do any of the grocery shopping. Bare mostly does the grocery shopping. It's just a lot to walk around, and if I'm feeling that good, I want to go to the bins. I want to make money. I want to do stuff. And he also goes to Aldi. Aldi's always reminds me of grocery stores we went to in Ireland, and I couldn't tell you why. Just more fresh produce, I guess, in such a smaller shop. Maybe they had a super Walmart or super Target or whatever they call them in Ireland, but I didn't remember seeing any. And I remember they didn't refrigerate their eggs, which was the weirdest thing. And I don't eat eggs, I just don't like the taste of them. But Bear eats a lot of eggs. Okay, so we need something to put on the package. Thinking. Let's do a bookmark and hair tie. Let's do a brown hair tie. Got washi stuck to this bookmark. Feather bookmark. There's a $3 off of any $3.05 order on eBay. I don't know, maybe a month ago. And so I got these bookmarks for like 4 cents for 30 of them. Okay, so we are going to make a brown. I think that'll go really well with this. I think that's good. Oh, such good scissors. Do this. Here we go. Perfect. And this is shipping first class mail, so we're going to put it in a poly mailer. And now to ship through PayPal, I have to turn on my regular printer because PayPal requires a 4" by 6" size, and my label printer doesn't print that. There are label printers, it's 8.3 ounces, so we're gonna round up to 9 ounces. So there are plenty of printers that print 4" by 6", but mine was like $45 at the time, and the others were $200. So we went with the cheaper one. Okay, 9 ounces. And Susan's in New Jersey. Love the name of your road. And the shipping cost is $3.96. We are going to turn on my very noisy printer. Okay, pay. So when somebody wants something from a video, they just email me. I always have my email down in the description on every video, and it's Bloomin without the G clothing.com. Couldn't tell you why I picked that name. I did years and years ago, and then they inquire about it, and then I send them an invoice through PayPal, and they just pay through PayPal. It works out so well. I do have a few PayPal fees because I have them pay through, what am I trying to say? Not friends and family, but goods and services, so that way I can pay the correct taxes. But PayPal fees are much cheaper than eBay fees. Okay, I'm now thinking about where my friend lives. I think I have her address written down. Okay, this is the half sheet of sticker paper we used the other day. We now use both sides. Thank you, Susan. Okay. So my friend used to go to the same church as us, and I know I have a really old church address list, and she hasn't moved. So I am going to go to pirateship.com. It is a completely free website, and once you put in your credit card information or your bank information that first time, it saves it. So any other labels you create in the future, you completely just have to put the address. It's so nice. So I'm going to create a single label and then fill this out. Also want to send them a thank you card, but let me do this because I won't be able to talk and type at the same time. And they live in Florida. No, not in Florida. I live in Florida. They live in Pennsylvania. Okay. And this is going to just go in a padded envelope. No, this is going to go, let's start over. I'm going to just send this in a poly mailer, but I do want to get bubble wrap because her glasses were just at the bottom of a box. Also, I brought over the Harley-Davidson T-Shirt. Okay, so the whole T-shirt was dark blue. Is there any dark blue left? Like this kind of color, this darkest blue. So it had some splotches on it. It had sleeves. I did this. See all that kind of brush strokes? I did that. I did that and that. I tried to leave it a little bit of the darker blue. And then on the back I got it too. I left this really cool pinup girl, Sarasota, Florida. I don't think it's like super special, but I was really into this. It's very cool. Okay, so we are going to wrap her glasses. She said she's been missing them for a few months and they're at the bottom of the box they gave me. And I'm going to write a thank you card. Her middle daughter gifted me a box full of some fun items. It's aqua and it says just a little note. Thought that was very appropriate since Bare is a musician. Okay. So now that I have the glasses all wrapped, we will put this in a plastic bag. And my friend said it was on her to-do list when she got back home to Pennsylvania. They drove straight through with 6 kids. Most of the kids are older, but still. I mean, all the kids are older. I think the youngest are 10 or 11 at this point. But she had it on her to-do list to order new glasses. And now she doesn't have to because I found them. 3 ounces. I'm going to round up because it won't matter. This is a 12 by 12 package and 0.4 ounces. It won't matter if it's between, I think like 3 and 8 ounces is the same. So $2.75. I have to put another sticker sheet in my printer. The HOA guy came to look at our roof because there's a small leak and they take care of all of that. And here he comes. Okay, so that was the roofing guy. He was supposed to call before he came. He didn't. He fixed the small leak in our roof. We are part of an HOA, and seriously, for the $305 I think now we pay a month, We get so much here. We get so much. They take care of everything from the drywall out, including the roof, the landscaping, the heated pool, our cable, our sewer, our trash. There's probably other things I'm forgetting, but he forgot to call. So that was just the last minute. I'm so glad I had like actual shorts on instead of boxer shorts. Okay, so we are printing this label to my printer. I have labels in there. There we go. And like, I'm so sorry. Just shipping exploded. He didn't seem to care. There we go. And that was my friend's glasses. Next up, completely frazzled. Is that a word? Discombobulated? Next up, I think the most important next thing is going to be something we purchased for my husband. It was just a shirt, and it was from an actual company, and it had like a weird white stain. It was supposed to be brand new, and we paid more than like the bins. So I reached out and they're gonna send us a new one. But I put that back in the lanai because while he was up in the attic, I just tried to clean everything up. Okay, so here's the shirt. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's brand new, and like I said, it has like a weird whitish, you're not gonna be able to see that, right there. It's like perfect shade of like aqua too, in his size, which is really hard. And then it just had this weird discoloration white spot thing happening right there. It was cotton, 100% cotton, the right kind of cotton. It had a pocket, it was the right color. It was printed, it feels cool to the touch. So anyway, both my husband and I are pretty particular when it comes to clothing, because we can be, and we have thrifted for years. So, you know, you thrift enough, you find kind of the perfect thing, and we don't really do too much. So this is gonna be one of his gig shirts, because he has to wear like a more professional shirt than a cutoff t-shirt. And I was so thrilled to find it. And then it came and had this weird splotchy thing. So anyway, sending it back. Label, stick it in a bag. Should I put? I guess I should write on it. They sent me the label. I printed it on sticker paper, so now I just stick it on. And this has all of my personal information, so I'm not going to show that. But there we go. I am going to put these in a Walmart bag, Publix bag, and put this outside before the mail carrier gets here. And then this is the other package we have to open. It's from Misty. Thank you, Misty. That was really sweet. Oh, I think it's the scrunchies her daughter makes. Oh, I'll definitely open those up on the video then, because I'm really excited about this. I've been wearing, oh, I don't have one of those invisible bobble things. They're like plastic, old-fashioned telephone cording. And I love those. Right now, I don't know why I have this in. I was probably working on a bun. I have just like a regular elastic. I still have some of those. I think the only other thing that I have to ship, and that doesn't need done right now, is the Real. I have a few items There we go. So that's good. Let's make sure everybody is accounted for. I think that's it though. Okay, we're done. We're done. And now I won't have to print until at least tomorrow, but possibly Friday. That roofing guy just threw me for a loop. This time normally I would either still be in bed in pain or running around in boxer shorts and a stained top, a bleached top, just whatever. He was really nice. I'm sure he didn't care and he'll never think about it again. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you don't have any unexpected visitors knock on your door in the middle of the morning. And I hope you have wonderful sales. Thank you for watching. Bye.
We hope your day is blooming with joy.